I gotta wait for this next 5-minute candle to close. Yo, I'll be back. I gotta go take a piss. Alright, so GJ's looking clean. So GJ is doing the same situation as the other pair, right? Where we didn't reach the zone that I wanted to, right? So we couldn't get that aggressive entry. So now I'm looking for two things, right? In the 5-minute, I'm looking for a BOS, right? So again, looking at it in the 30-minute, we have 20 seconds. Let me go back to 30. This one is the clean one for the day. We got the 5-minute break, right? The 5-minute breakout, right? The confirmation. I want to see a retest. We got a little green candle push to the bottom. Retest of the zone. Perfect. Now here I'm looking for I have two entry criterias now. This would be perfect for him to join Discord so we can see it live. Like what am I looking for when I'm trading, right? It's now two criterias, right? I have two entry criterias now here in the 5-minute time frame, right? So, and I'm gonna put where my headspace is at. So what are some things that I see before this push, right? Before this push, before this change of character, right? I'm looking at the candlesticks, right? How are the candlesticks reacting, right? Obviously we can see engulfing red candles, strong red candles, right? And then I start seeing like, okay, the last green candle before the push is here. So that's the first thing I'm gonna mark, right? Which is the last green candle before the push, right? That's the number one thing I want to look at. Now, any candles underneath here, right? I'm starting to see, okay, price is still trending down, but what do I see? I see a gap in the market, right? This gap is very close to where the retest zone is at. So am I expecting price to pull up, give us a nice retest, to then continue to go down? This is what I could see happening, right? That's one out of two things that I see right now. looking at the time, it's 7:30. It's getting close to that time where price is gonna start speeding up, right? So there's another thing that I'm looking at is like, okay, once we get this retest, right, which is what we're getting now, right? Once we break out of the lows, that'll be just my trigger entry for it to give us a continuation, and my stop loss is just gonna be wherever this green candle ends up. Super close, tight, very tight stop loss, super aggressive entry, right? But my stop loss shouldn't be more than 10 pips. Now, if that green candle breaks and the stop loss is above 10 pips, I'm not entering, right? Because that candle gave price enough room to just trap traders and get people in and out of the trades. I hope that makes sense. Right, so after this 5-minute break, I'm looking for a retest, right? The 5-minute red candle was a break, green confirmation, I want to see a retest. Now this green candle is starting to be a little bit, getting a little big, right? 16 pips. We'll see how it ends. And we still got a minute 52 for this candle. Obviously, if this candle breaks above, right back into the zone, I want to start seeing price higher highs and higher lows up until it gets somewhere in the zone here. And that'll be the entry. Exit will be somewhere above here. We'll see how price reacts. We got a minute 33. We'll see. And then yeah, GJ, same thing, right? We never got a break of the highs. We got a new low set, so we're pretty much trading between this high and this low. Still haven't given us a change of character in a higher time frame. Obviously, again, lower time frame, we're trading between lower low, lower high, lower low, boom, change of character. But again, never got the BOS. And where would the BOS be? Again, would just be the high of the day. So I'm not entering GJ until I either get into this zone down here, which is where you see I have my alert, or until we break above the high of the day. So I'm either getting a super aggressive entry with a very tight stop loss, or I'm getting just a clean, simple in and out trade for the day. So we got 48 seconds. Price is still here on US 30, just chilling. So gonna wait it out, guys. It's gotta be patient when it comes to this game of trading. There's no easy way in this shit. There's no shortcut. You gotta know your stuff. If you don't know what you're doing, you don't know what you're looking at, you're gonna get faked out, you're gonna get trapped, stop losses are gonna get hit. So it is what it is, right? So the trade, I'm not gonna lie, like my trades yesterday, if I wouldn't have missed them, I would have been done for the week. I would have been done trading for the week if I would have traded yesterday. So boom, 5-minute candle broke the lows. 5-minute candle opened below the zone. So let's see. Am I getting in on this candle? No. Why? Because that last previous red candle is it's a hammer candle. And the 30-minute, we closed underneath in the 30-minute as well, so that's good. You got a 30-minute closure underneath. Little retest. We'll see. Cool. Now we broke those lows, right? Respected that. Now let's see if we get a continuation down. Right, where would be my exit? My exit is literally just the low of the day, bro. I'm not messing with this. This is gonna be my exit. Oh shit. And now what do we see price doing? Lower low, lower high, right break. Last green candle before the push, lower low, right? It was a retest of the zone, lower high, right? Lower low, broke. Okay. Lower lows and lower highs, guys. Lower lows and lower highs. GJ still respecting, right? Still doing what it has to do. GJ is in a really good spot. Right? If we were in a lower time frame, obviously again, lower low, lower high, lower low, boom, change of character, boom, BOS, gave you a retest, nice to continue going up. Now again, if they would have done that move, if they would have done that exact same move down here, I would have taken the trade. Now again, the fact that they didn't make that move down there, it's all good. Again, is not part of my trading journal, right? My trading journal, once we get into those zones, we start looking for that. So it's all good. Right? The good thing is that we were in the daily zone, 4-hour and 30-minute zone. So either or, it's an aggressive entry, it was a good entry, right? Either or. But this is the safe entry. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see. We'll wait for this 30-minute break retest and we'll get in. No problem. Lower low, lower high, higher low. We'll wait for the breaks. It's all good. I'm in no rush, right? No rush. Um, Good to see you streaming. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I turned the stream on earlier. Like I've been up since 3, so I had the stream on for like 2 hours. I turned it off at like 6. Then I took like an hour break, and now I'm back. Did some homework, knocked that out. I was in here with I'm in the court whenever you're home, by the way. If you got the time to get on. Um, I was in here with fucking Evasive earlier today. He literally just left by like 20-30 minutes ago. I got home 6:15. I've been looking at props, but trying to do research an hour a day each day. No, that's definitely good. It's not a bad thing to do. Cheers. I gotta cheers to you, bro. I can't let you hang in right there, right? It's early. It's all good. I'm just switching over from different time frames, right? First thing I wanted to see was a 30-minute break, right? Did we get a 30-minute break? Yes. Perfect. Switch down to the 5-minute. Did we get a 5-minute break? Obviously. If we got a 30-minute break, we'll get a 5-minute break, right? And we did. We got a break, simple break retest, right? Now, just looking for continuation, right? We also had to break. I'm just looking at my left side of the screen, right? I'm looking at all the traffic that could happen, right? So the only other place after our BOS that we had was this little BOS here, right? Clean traffic, which is that green candle all the way down until here, right? Which I'm trying to draw. If I draw a line going straight across, it's not gonna be the best line ever, but it's okay, right? I can see that price has clean range all the way until here, which is where the next break of structure is. And after this break of structure happens, again, look at the left side of your screen. Notice how there's clean traffic, right? Clean traffic until where? Until our take profit, which is the red line, and until our 5-minute, well, our lower time frame low, or just the low of the day, pretty much low of the structure, the low of the zone, right? And then here is where I'll start looking to get out, right? I'll start looking to get out. Well, I'm looking to get out here on my TP, right? But if I want to keep holding because there's like a red candle or something, whatever, right? Just to into this zone. Once price gets into this zone is where I want to start getting out, and I want to wait whether price breaks below, retest to continue, or this is where that reversal is going to happen. Now if we go into our 4-hour time frame, right? Because overall structure, the thing with US30 right now is overall structure on US30, we're downtrend, complete downtrend, right? But again, there's two major things that I want to keep an eye on. The number one is being where our next daily zone is at, right? So at one point we were trading between, give me one sec, I gotta remember to go back and forth. We got 15 minutes for this 30-minute candle. All right, we're good. And this is chilling. No need for me to even look at this anymore. What I do need to do now, hold on, give me 2 seconds. Let me remove this, and let me add this. Alright, so then that way I know, hey, look at your phone again if price gets here. Okay, so if we look at the daily zone, right, which is either the white line, right? Let me even hide all this shit for you guys to make this easier for everybody's eyes, because it's all good. I got y'all. 15, 4-hour. Look at the daily zone, which is the gray box and the white lines, right? We had lower low, lower high, right? Boom, lower low, broke this low, which gave us then this high and this low. Then we had boom, higher high, which then again gave us this break, right? Which then gave us this low and this high, right? So then we were trading inside the structure, right? We're just consolidating for a little bit, and then boom, broke out higher high. So then gave us this high broke, gave us this low, and this high. Now why do I have this zone here, which is my first targeted flip zone, right? Is because this was the last red candle before the push, right? So yes, overall I'm in a downtrend, right? But now I'm looking at the 4-hour zone, right? Now that we know where we're at in the daily zone and where we need to reach, we're either going to the top of the zone or the bottom of the zone, right? We now go to the 4-hour, right? In the 4-hour, I just want to look at the last push of the daily to figure out what's going on now in the 4-hour, and we could see that price was making higher high, higher low. So we were trading between this low and this high up until last week. We broke below this 4-hour zone. So we're like, okay, perfect. Yes, we are still in an overall uptrend, but now when we condense the market and we start looking at what we're doing now, we can see that there was a change of character, right? There was a change of direction in the market to where we were once making higher highs and higher lows, right? So now we're making lower lows and lower highs. So now I'm already thinking, okay, cool. We made a change of character, number one. Number one is we're in an overall downtrend. Number two is that we made a 4-hour change of character, right? The number three would be, where are we? Where should price be going after the change of character, right? And the next zone is, again, the daily zone, right? So now that we know that price has to reach that daily zone, or it's thinking about reaching that daily zone, right? We go now to the 30-minute time frame. And the 30-minute time frame is going to tell us what we need to look for, right? So now that we know now that we know we're in an overall downtrend, we had a lower time frame change of character. We have a daily zone at the bottom of where we're trading, right? Now we're looking at the 30-minute, right? Now we're looking at continuations, right? 3 days of drop, number one confluence at 372, right? If you want to use your fibs, this is a 50% Fibonacci retracement. If you don't believe me, we'll pull it out. It's all good. We have the tools, right? Not only did it reach the 50% Fibonacci, did it give us a change of character, right? Did it give us a change of character? Now that you know that you're in a 50% fib level, you go down to your lower time frame. Now you go down to the 5-minute. Boom. Did it give you a change of character? Higher high, higher low. Higher high, higher low. Well, if you want to say this one, right? Lower high, boom, change of character. Boom. It retraced, gave us a pullback right back into the 50% fib level, and it went down. Now, did it give you a change of character in the higher time frame, which was the entry that we took, which is the safety trade, right? Boom. Did it give you a change of character? It did, right? Let's remove the fibs. After it gave you a change of character, now you go down to a lower time frame, right? Did the change of character confirm in the 30-minute? Yes. Did the change of character confirm in the 5-minute with the retest? Yes. Did you enter? Yes. Right? Now you're looking at your zones. Again, you see that price has clean traffic and it went clean down up until where? Up until the next BOS, where the next BOS happens here. Right? This is where price is going to start slowing down. Right? And we're either going to be looking for price to break, retest, and continue to take profit, or this is where price is going to start, you're going to start seeing a green engulfing candle to fake everybody out, and or price is going to start consolidating and it'll create a little wall, and then this is where you want to start seeing price either break below or the top, right? This is all what we're looking for. Super simple, guys. That's it. Super simple. How long are we trading for? This is all live on stream. Glad I caught it, right? This entry was at 7:30. It's currently 7:50. 20 minutes in. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. I'm already up what I used to make working a fucking regular job, 9 to 5. A 1 day worth of working. I made it in 20 minutes. It doesn't get fucking more simple than that, guys. It doesn't get more simple than that. So now here in the 1 minute, or I'm sorry, in the 5-minute time frame, right? If we want to be a little bit more technical, we go down to 1 minute time frame. So this is where, again, we reach the next BOS. Right, we're in the 5-minute. 5-minute just we close below in the 5-minute, right? But let me see it in the 30 or the 5 minutes. Is this a clean traffic here in the 30? In the 30, this BOS is here. This one closes 8 minutes. So we'll give it 8 minutes. 15-minute as well. 15 closes in 8 minutes, and this one didn't close below yet. So we'll give it. We'll either give it 8 minutes or until we get right, because here it tested the lows, right? So we'll give it the 8 minutes, right? And then we'll look at the 1 minute time frame. So we had lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, boom, lower low. So where would I be looking to exit? I'm looking at this last green candle here, right? Because this would be too close, right? So I'm looking at this, right? So this would be the point where I'll be like, oh, closing partials or closing whatever. This zone here, I'll change it to another color. We'll change it to orange. Orange looks good. Oh no, because orange will have it for the BOS and the inside in the inner structure. Internal structure. Why can't I say that fucking word today? Yellow is consolidation. green is TP, red is stop loss, blue is 4 hour, 5 minute. Uh, this magenta color is my gaps. I could use purple. Nah, but that's weird. What colors do I use? Fuck, I'll use purple. I don't care. I just don't want to use the same colors. I color code everything and makes everything so much more simple. Okay, so yeah, so this is where I want to start seeing pullback. Um, um, that's what we'll name this here. And let me also do this. Give me 3 seconds to. Definitely missed this trade at the top though, let me tell you. But it's all good. Today I wanted to prove a point today, which was take the safe trades, play with like whoa, pause, I was gonna say some shit, weird shit. Whoa. Play with your setup, right? Like, and you have your rules, right? Like I have my rules, right? My rules is literally if price doesn't get into the zone, wait for the safety trade, no matter what. Doesn't matter if the 50, it doesn't matter if the Fibonacci, because here's the thing with me, I know so many fucking strategies, and it's a double-edged sword, right? It allows me to have an upper hand in being able to move with the market, but then you'll start thinking about it too much and you don't want to take the wrong trade, right? So again, like my rules state, if price doesn't reach the zone and it makes the move before it reaches the zone, that's a 70% chance, right? Like that's what a 70%, when people trading tell you like, oh, I have a 70% strike rate, like that's the reason why, right? So here, boom, double bottom with an engulfing green candle, taking my my full trade. I'm not waiting for partials. Now if it would have been smaller green candles to the top side, yeah, but here we have, again, this yellow line is the fucking internal structure, right? The internal structure, the next BOS. Now this could just be a simple pullback. It's only 8 in the morning. We still got NYC. I don't care. I'm capturing what I know I could capture in the market. I'm not capturing what you might think the market's gonna do. I'm not capturing what your friend might think what the market's gonna do. I'm not capturing what the market did yesterday. I'm capturing what the market's doing now. I flow with the market. Like I don't know how to explain that really, because it's not something that I was taught. It's just something that was always said by people who are profitable tell you this, but they don't really know how to explain it because it's not something that you could teach. It's just something that you fucking wake up one day and you say, dude, I'm done losing, and you fucking stop losing, right? Because you know the mistakes you make, right? Like if you lose a trade, you know why you lost a trade. Now, if you don't know why you lost a trade, then again, you know why you lost a trade, because it's either you know what you're doing or you don't know what you're doing, right? Like it's as simple as that. So again, we have so many tools. We just have so many tools that tell us how much the market is gonna move, why the market is gonna move the way it's gonna move. Um, yo, so again, it's a little different. Like literally, yo, spot on 100% of ADR. You know what I mean? Like there's just no 100% of STP was just hit. Um, so yo, I can't. You know what I mean? Like when I explain some things, there's some things that I know I have the answers to, that it's difficult to be like, oh, I can't give out every secret, bro. Yo, and I'm trying to really capitalize on how can I explain this to somebody who doesn't have the same tools, and I can. Again, like it's super simple, right? Because before I did STP or any of that today, I had this all marked up with lines, right? So again, we had clean traffic, right? After, so we'll mark this up again with all the lines. So this red line was the entry, right? So, but I'm gonna move this now. This red line is now the break of structure that happened in the market. If you look to your left side, you had low, high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, right? Once price got down here, right, our next target, our next break of structure target is here, right? So now if you line up the break of structure to where price is at, this red candle, fuck, right? This red candle here closed below the break of structure. The next candle, it went up, it gave us the retest, right? That's the entry for us to then continue to go down. And now we're doing the same thing again. Now after this break of structure, where's the next structure that needs to be broken, right? So you have this clean traffic, right? It's just clean green candle up until here, where the next break of structure is the orange line. What happens here, right? Boom, price gets to it, it's testing, it didn't break, right? It's testing the break, and then what happens? You go to the 1 minute time frame, and that break, you see that, you know, that testing candle, it turns out to be a double bottom, right? And that double bottom was met with an engulfing green candle. I'm done after that. This could just be a little pullback to get a retest of the zone to continue to go down. Absolutely, it could be that. Or it could be that it's ready to go back up again, because again, external structure, we're still looking at higher highs and higher lows, right? 30-minute structure, I'm looking at a 372. Did we finish that 372? Technically speaking, we're still missing a few more pips to the low. So this could give us another push down to the low, which is fine. But I secured my pips. It's all good. 20 minutes of trading. I'm good for the day. That's it, right? So US 30, I'm done. I'm done for the day. So now I go to the next chart. It's 8 in the morning. We're still missing all day to trade, right? But that 20-minute profit that I just made on US 30, not only does it set me up for the day, it sets me up for the week, because it's my first trade of the week. It sets me up for the week, it sets me up for the month, and it sets me up for the rest of the day. Just think about it like that, right? Because it was only 90 pips, 20 minutes, 90 pips, chilling with that, right? Now I could capitalize, like, okay, now instead of risking 1%, I could risk 1.5. Whatever, right? I already made my profits for the day. If I need to risk more on a trade that I know I could capitalize in, I'll risk more, right? And GJ is going to be that trade for the day. Now this one for me is a little bit, I'm on edge with this one, right? Especially with how GU is looking. I'm not a big fan of how this looks at all. So again, GU kind of already made the play, right? Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, right? Boom, change of character. Right, boom, change of character. Right, then we had this high, boom, BOS. Right, but now you can see where price, we're now in a zone of consolidation, right? So now at this point, we have the lows and the highs. Am I looking to enter here? Yeah, you could enter on these lows and just risk, you know, the same amount. You'll be risking 3 pips, which is not bad, right? Or if you don't want to enter on that risky low, you'll just keep waiting for these highs to be broken, right? But again, I'm not confident in this change of character, right? In the internal structure until we break, or until we make a change of character in the external structure. So this is what I had drawn out here, right? I wanted to see this push in the 1 minute time frame, which we saw, that double bottom, the change of character, and a BOS. But I also, because of how close it is, it'll just be so much, I'll be a little bit more at ease with this trade, the same way I was with US 30, if we break above these highs here and we break the high of the day. Because the issue is that we still haven't broken the high of the day today. We tested it, so we're technically still trading from the high of the day and the low of the day. So this is where I'll be a little bit more, I'm being picky with what my entries are going to be today. It's just, it comes down to that. It just comes down to why I'm being picky with the trades, and that's the reason why. So again, I just want to show US 30 again, right? Still doing the same thing, consolidating here again, right? So we could look for another entry here. We really wanted to, right? Where would be the entries? Would be the break of the lows, right? In the 1 minute, bro. As soon as it breaks those lows, you get in again. TP's right here. Um, and then or you wait it out. You wait it out. Um, for these breaks of the highs. Right, for the pullback. So then here you got 23 seconds. I'm just breaking down every single pair right now. It's all good because I'm still waiting for GU and GJ. Like I'm not entering these trades until we get those highs. Again, I'm either entering out aggressively. I'm either aggressively entering down here or safely entering up here. There's no in between. I'm not getting it in the middle of the zone. I don't care how good this shit looks. So boom, we got a 1 minute break, right? We want to be careful because this was also, remember, this was also a double bottom BOS, right? So we just want to be careful. Right now, what would be our confirmation entry here? The break of the lows. Break of the lows. There you go. Boom. That's the entry. Stop loss at the high of that wick. I'm not entering. I'm just giving you guys a signal at this point. I'm good with this trade. I already took my pips from this one. Straight into profit. Again, your TP would just be the low of the day. Lower low, lower high. Lower low is broken. Boom. Retest. Give it a few seconds. Let's see. You're reaching back to that that entry. Now let's see if it respects. Missing a few pips to the lows. Right? It's only missing 13 pips. So let's see. 30 seconds. Remember, after that low breaks, you want to wait. So the next 5-minute candle is where you want to start looking for that entry again. So you got 23 seconds. Yeah. And this would be funny, like if I could go down to fractions, like looking at this in the 1 minute, if I could go lower to 30 seconds, 25 seconds, that'll really paint the fucking picture of what's going on. Cause I'm pretty sure somewhere here there's a green candle in the fraction time frame. There's a green candle here somewhere where it went up, grabbed the liquidity to come down. Watch. You got 55 seconds. This green candle doesn't have a bottom wick. I'm expecting it to come down first, give it a bottom wick, go up, grab the liquidity, and to break down again. Alright, so boom, so it went down, made a little wick, small wick, but it made it. Boom, big wick. There you go. That's the entry. 30 seconds to go. Let's see, or maybe this is the case where you wait for a bigger wick. Let's see what this wants to do. If it continues to go down, or if it just made that wick and then now this is the wick that we want to see break. Let's see. We'll see now. I don't remember how that rule went, but it's something like that. Maybe it does have to be a significant wick, but let's see now. It just broke it now, so let's see. And then it closed. Alright, it closed with a bottom wick. That's good. But it opened with a gap. It went down and closed the gap. Now it doesn't have a top. Right, now it has a top wick. And it left the bottom wick. Alright, hold on. Let's see. Let's see what price wants to do now. Maybe that was the case. Maybe now it's this candle that has to go down. Let's see. GJ still chilling. Alright, there you go. Boom. It broke. I got low battery. Yo, coach, you still in here? Cheers. That wasn't even a big trade. Literally just a 0.3% trade. That's crazy. That's more of an entry. I mean, that's why I love US 30. Like US 30 does pay the bills though. Literally, US 30 pays the bills. Y'all got my phone bill coming up in a couple days. That's literally my phone bill. US 30 pays the bills. Um, so yeah, yo, here you go. That's it, bro. I'm done looking at the US 30. I'm done trading. Boom, boom, boom. Simple. In and out, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll come again in a few minutes. All right. So, whoa, pause. I just saw what I said there. So yeah, guys. This was literally since 3 in the morning. We were tracking this entry down. So, good job to those who were patient. Yeah, we didn't catch the best one, right? Because again, I wanted to be conservative and I wanted to be a little bit more patient with it. So it wasn't too bad of a trade, right? Could have been a lot. Again, it could have been a lot better. When I'm saying it could have been a lot better, again, we could have caught the wick. Again, US 30, you know how it is. But again, we're always looking at our rules, right? So this wasn't, that for today, that Fibonacci entry just wasn't in our favor. It wasn't in our rules, right? So it's all good. So the only trades left for us today, right? We're done with US 30. As you can see, the only two left for the day is GJ and GU, right? It's getting to that point. I want to see how gold is reacting to, because gold is also in a spot where we could catch a pullback, right? Overall downtrending pattern. Right, overall downtrending pattern. We know exactly where we're at, right? After a 4-hour break, after a daily break, after a 30-minute break, we need to see a pullback. So yeah, you know what I mean? Like we're getting to that point where, hey, let's start seeing these pullbacks. So we could argue we have lower low, lower high, and then the lower low, and then internal structure, you have low, high, higher low, boom, change of character. That could have been an aggressive entry. And then this would have been the entry for the week, pretty much, to just hold. But we could catch that today. So I'll turn this back on gold. Let me go to my alert list. I'm pretty sure I have one on. No, I don't. Cool. And gold is gonna be the same situation as GJ, the same situation as GU, same situation as US 30, right? Because they're all moving the same relatively to where we're at in the month. So to start the month off, to start the week off, remember we have NFP on Friday. And also there's a whole bunch of other things I want to get into with the candlesticks and how they're moving and the timings and what candle made what. The trap move for the week. Are we there yet? Did we make the new highs for the week? Did we set the new lows for the week? Did we set the new lows for the month? There's a whole things I could get into. So the reason why I'm being conservative is because I could see price going both ways. I could see how price right now is trapping traders to believe this is going up, right? Which is what it looks like it's doing right now. And then I could also see how they're compensating for the traders who are still holding going short, right? And again, there's a lot more to it that I'm looking at, right? I'm looking at how many days of drop, the timings, if there's gaps in the market. TradingView doesn't show that, but I've seen them already on MT4, so I already know what I'm looking at. So there's a whole bunch of other things. So when it boils down to it, again, my safety trade, right? The trade that I'm able to take without questioning where price is going, right? Like the last rule that I need for it to break, for it to continue and follow the trend that it has to make, I need to see an external change of character. I don't want to see the internal, right? Because again, we disrespected the daily zones, we disrespected the 4-hour zones. So those internal structure zones are disrespected. So I'm not trusting that when it comes down to gold, right? I'm not trusting it when it came down to US 30, right? Am I trusting it with GJ? No. Why? Because of the same rules, the same situations apply. How this opened today, the price action, the fact that yeah, we're still in the daily in the 4-hour zone, but we're disrespecting the 30 zone, right? There's a whole bunch of things that we could get into as to why I didn't catch this trade at the wick the same way it would have been with US 30. So, but it's all good, right? Because again, I'm looking at STP as well. I'm looking at ADR, right? I know that GJ is one that moves 116 pips, 77 pips STP, right? It's Tuesday. We have news coming in at 10. I could secure a cool 40 pips on GJ, right? And especially where the BOS is at, right? BOS to where the clean traffic ends, right? The first one is at 23 pips. If we keep going, right, where we got the first one that's really where there's a lot more movement and more wicks, right, where we can see that there's a lot more strength coming in, right, is at 40 pips. So I'm cool with 40 pips, right? But if this was a pair, like for example with GBP CAD, what happened to me last night, or Euro CAD, no, this one GCAD, no, it was Euro CAD. They move the same, they look alike, but it was Euro CAD. My situation with Euro CAD as to why we didn't get an entry yesterday was because for some reason my broker, my spreads were fucking insane. So yeah, my entry was down here, like where price was at, but my spreads were still like 15 pips. So I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna enter a trade to only get 16 pips. You know what I mean? It's not worth it. Now, if there's anything up for me, anything above 25 pips is worth it. So again, that's my personal preference on how I view the market and how it's more simple to enter a trade for me when I have more room to spare. Again, that's just me personally trading. That's just my personality. I like trading when there's a lot more room. Not when I only have 5 pips to work with. It's just I can't. Personally, I can't. So that's another thing. Like if you gotta know who you are as a person to be able to trade, right? Because there's a lot of trading styles for different people, right? This might be too passive for you guys. Might be way too slow pace. You need something faster. So that's where the scalpers come in. Right? And if you need something faster, you don't feel that high when you trade, right? That's the thing that people, it's not how you're supposed to trade anyway, but you fucking go do the higher time frame trading, the high frequency trading, right? Fucking 60 seconds. Yo, that's not quick enough for you, go gamble, bro. Stake.com, use code jumper, bro. Go gamble in the casino. If 60 seconds is not fast enough for you, I don't know what to fucking tell you, man. But yeah, that's another thing you gotta figure out as a trader is what's your trading style. And there's a whole bunch of things, right? Like there's a whole bunch of things to the market that people just don't know about that should definitely know about. I feel like people are just trading blinded, like they're blind. They don't really know what the hell's going on. Like yeah, they can see candlesticks, but why are you entering, right? Why are you exiting a trade? Why is this your zone? Why is that not your zone? There's a whole bunch of things to the market that you gotta dissect. It's not just one. It's not just it's a puzzle, right? You have to know where each piece of the puzzle goes. It's like a Fibonacci, right? Like you're not gonna use the fib tool. You're not gonna use it correctly. Well, how am I supposed to say this, right? Like you're not gonna get a fib. You're not gonna use your fib and just place it in a random spot, right? Because you're just not using it correctly. So you're not gonna get the right. You're not gonna get the right numbers. You're not gonna get the right pullback. You don't know where to put it, right? But if you use your fib correctly, where you're supposed to put it, right? It gives you an idea of where the market's gonna go. So like for example, I'm not saying this out loud, but I'm gonna write this shit down, and if you get it, you get it. If you don't, then I'm so sorry, but you're gonna be late to the party, right? It's crazy. Remember where my first fuck yeah. Remember where my first TP was at, right? That I said this one looks like a good zone, but this one looks very strong, right? For those who saw the fib and understand the fib, you understand where I'm coming from. If you don't understand what I'm coming from, so sorry. We'll do some more homework. I don't know if I updated my STP, but I think that is 116. Yep. Okay. Remember where I said my other TP was at? Right? So I don't know, bro. I don't know what else to tell you guys. This is all, everything is lining up, right? Not only is STP lining up to where TP1 should be, right? But TP2 is lining up where the entire movement should be, right? And TP2, if I'm not mistaken, when I'm looking at full ADR, I'm only 14 pips away. Exactly. So, you know what I mean? If you guys want to learn more, click on the Discord link in the bio, in the description. I don't know what else to tell you guys. So we'll wait patiently for this one. Very nice, right? And then if we zoom out again, why was that first entry should have been it, right? External structure, we should have already been in this trade, but we know exactly where we gotta go. So we're just gonna be patiently waiting for this one, guys. Not much more to say. It is what it is, guys. Welcome if you're in the trades, if you're in the streams. Welcome to the winning team. So now that I know where we're at, right, let's lock in now. So we had this break, which gave us this low, right, which obviously we have not reached, right, and this high, which was the last green candle before the push. I'm gonna put this one in. Okay, that was the high. We want to see the breaks of these highs anyway, right? So I'm either gonna be looking for, right, again, I'm either looking for price to go into this zone, and we're getting those aggressive again. The same entry, bro. I swear, we could just copy and paste. If we could copy and paste what the price did here, and we could do that down here, boom, perfect aggressive entry. You guys gotta understand, we're risking 5 fucking pips, and we would have been up 42 pips already. You gotta understand something, like, whatever, fuck y'all. So anyway, we're trading between this low and this high, right? So we'll wait, right? We got a change of character, perfect. Lower low, lower high, lower low, boom, change of character. We'll wait for the break of structure. We get this break of structure, we're golden, just how we were on US 30, right? Just how we were on US 30. Same thing for gold, right? Again, gold is a little bit different, right? Because gold is fucking around a little bit. I don't know how else to say that, right? Like, gold hasn't reached the daily zones here at the bottom. Almost did, missed it by a few pips. So again, this is telling me that we're potentially going to continue to go up now. We'll get this pullback. But the fact that we didn't reach that zone, and then again the 4-hour zones were disrespected, I don't have a clean scope as to where gold wants to continue to go. So my only zone for gold is here, right? Again, compared to GJ, yeah, we did have zones. We did know where price was going to go to. right? So that's why this entry here in GJ makes a lot more sense than in gold, right? But either way, right now we're trading GJ and gold the exact same way. We're trading it the exact same way, which is we're waiting for those breaks of the highs with super calm and collected nerves, man. That's all we could do as traders, right? That's our job, literally. So, but here we go, guys. We're chilling. So 8:30, we're about to approach. Again, we're already up for the day. 1-0 US 30, 1-0 for the month. Let's see if we can continue that. So what's other things that I could use for confluence on GJ, right? So the number one thing is let's use our EMAs, right? Let's go back to the drawing board. Let's go back to lesson number one, right? Which is EMAs. What EMAs do I want to bounce off of right now? We're still in peak high territory, so technically speaking, level 3. So technically speaking, I want to see price bounce off of the waves. The 30-minute time frame, are we there? If we do this break of that's why I like going to lesson number one, because once you start going down through the lesson, once you start going down all the rules and everything starts lining up, it makes everything just starts to make more fucking sense, right? So boom, we want to see price bounce off the waves. Are we gonna get that? Yeah, we'll get that with the safety trade. Perfect. Obviously higher highs and higher lows, we're not there yet, right? We did have a low, we did have high, higher low, right? If we get that change of character, we get a BOS, we'll have higher highs and higher lows. Perfect. Obviously we have the daily zone, we have the 4-hour zone, and we have the 30-minute zone. Continuations, we don't have any of those yet. For the weeks, we don't have any continuations for the weeks either, or for the months. Now we're looking at price action, right? And the lower time frame, which is the 4, we're still trading between this low and this high. And then internal structure, we're still making lower lows and lower highs up until where we're at now. We have a double bottom here, right? 2 wicks. And then daily, we're still making higher highs and higher lows, because we're still trading between this low and this high. Higher high, higher low, higher high, right? So we're still trading between this higher low down here that we continue to respect, right? It just continues to wick in the zone, right? So everything for this makes sense. So you know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna wait. And again, we're just gonna be patient. We got 4 minutes. Let me go grab water and I'll be right back. Alright, back. Alright, so before I forget, I definitely need to start working on more content, so I need to post this on Twitter. What the fuck? Yo, let me be back in a minute. Alright, but what's good, Carol? My bad. I just seen the message. What are we looking for? Oh yeah, gold. I'm looking for either the break of the highs or no trades, and I'm looking for gold, the break of the highs, and no trades. Okay. So here in the 5 minute, we have that change of character, and now we're looking for a change of character and a break of structure, or we're looking for price to either do the same moves it made here in the 1 minute, but inside the zone down here. If we don't get that down here, then again, we're only looking for a break of structure. So it's a waiting game, guys. It's a waiting game. There's no easy way in, no easy way out. It's just you gotta be patient. Fuck. The word Big Barry was good, Donovan. What's a stream, brother? Bro, I was looking at my face real quick on OBS because I was like reading a sentence. I look like a fucking gremlin, bro. Holy shit! I had to go to sleep, man. Caught that US 30 trade on, bro. Donovan, look at this shit, yo. I know you understand fibs. I was breaking it down a few like 30 minutes ago. Obviously, I didn't want to give a lot of details out. Um, so I was like doing it in discreet. You know what I mean? A pink gremlin, yeah, I like that idea. What the fuck? So this was the US 30 trade. Like I didn't take it from up here. Because the rules that I have is I don't want to take any trades unless they get into our zone, right? So any trades that start making the moves before the zone, I just let it go and I enter at the safety trade, right? So like for example, if price gets into our zone and makes a change of character, I'm getting in as soon as it makes a change of character, right? That way I have my initial entry is going to be the the bigger lot size because my stop loss will be 3 to 5 pips, right? And then I'll look for the second entry at the break of structure, at the retest of the break of structure, right? That's if price gets into the zone. But if price doesn't get into the zone, I wait until there's a safety trade. So to give you the example, right? So here, a lot of my confluences, right? Like where we're at in the pattern, the EMAs, the bounces of the EMAs, the simple obviously 372, which is the #1 rule, right? And then I would start using the fibs and all that. So with the fibs, right, the #1 that I'm looking for, right? So simple, right? The only thing it didn't reach my zone. So this is where a double-edged sword when you want to be a patient, disciplined trader to versus when you don't want to be. You know what I mean? This would have been a simple trade, right? You go into a lower time frame, you wait for a change of character, right? Boom, retest again right on the zone, then continue to go down, right? But then again, the reason why I wanted to be the safety trade was because #1, the gaps in the market, right? We had a gap on the first day, a gap on the second day, right? So we understand that this 372 didn't have to really play out. So I just waited for the safety trade. I waited for, all right, we have a high was set for the day, we have the low. I would just wait for the low of the day to be broken, clean traffic to the left side, and then TP. I got out before TP was hit, obviously the low of the day, because in the 1 minute time frame, once we got into these lows, there was a double bottom, with an engulfing green candle. So I was like, oh, I'm out of there. So instead of just holding for the low of the day, which was 5 pips away, I just got out earlier with this engulfing candle here. That's it. The higher time frame entry candle is also crap. Yeah. So that was another thing, right? Like if I was looking at the #1 I was looking at was a 1 hour, but I was kind of going back and forth from the 4 as well, because the daily never flipped, right? The daily always stayed the same, but those like 4 hour, 1 hour candle I was still a little weary about. Now what I did like was that the 30-minute candle, right, this engulfing green candle was still, it was a gap into these candles, a small gap to it. So there was a few things there that we could have taken advantage of, to be honest, but we'll take advantage now. We still got GJ and gold and all that, so this is the one that I'm really, and same rules apply with GJ. The one that I just said about US 30. The only difference is that GJ is in the zone already, in our daily 4 hour and 30-minute zone, compared to US 30 that wasn't. But was ADR hit? Yeah, ADR was hit. I took TP at ADR for US 30 as well. I didn't wait for the low of the day. That was another thing that I saw as well. That's why like I'm super, like, when it comes to the rules, like I'm strict to it. Like, yeah, I see a 372, but I see ADR, right? And for me, it's whatever comes first, right? Like if STP comes first before the low of the day, I'm taking ADR. 100% of the time I'm taking STP. But if the low of the day comes first, but STP is still missing a lot more, I'm only going for the low of the day, right? So it's either or. That's the way I trade. I know, you know, people will say, oh, whatever, whatever. I'm like, dude, it is what it is. It's just my rules, right? It's the ones that work for me. But yeah, literally done for the day. That's also what I said. I'm like, I could get off already, but I don't do nothing else. This is all I do. So I have nowhere else to go. I have nothing better to do. But I'm already in the mindset where exactly I'm done for the day unless I see something clean. And again, like for me, clean on GJ is either gonna be we either do, so if you notice GJ too, right? So GJ never reached our zone. I was waiting for price to reach this low down here because this is where the change of character happened. Right? Change of character left us with this low and this high. Last red candle before the push to the top, right? If price if price would have reached our zone down here, and now we're in the 1 minute time frame, if it would have made this move down here, I would have taken this trade. That would have been my entry, right? So lower low, lower high, low, change of character, that would have been my entry, and that's it. I would have just held, and we would have already been up. I would have already been out of the trade, to be honest. Would have been up 30 pips already, right? But because we haven't reached this zone, I still believe price is going to start trapping traders, right? It's going to trap traders who got in a little bit late or whatever, and they're either going to push price back down, or they're going to just give us a nice pullback, break, pullback to continue. Was also clean entry on EuroCAD. Yeah, EuroCAD was beautiful too. So EuroCAD was beautiful, you know, for the people who use fibs again, right? For the people who use fibs or do a bullish, you know, bullish engulfing or bullish flag post, right? Beautiful bullish flag post, beautiful Fibonacci retracement, beautiful retest of 30-minute zone. This one was picture perfect, and it was a third day as well, a third day variation. This was no question. This one was really good. ADR smashed but moved too early. Yeah, and then that was my problem, is that I still had spreads. I was at like a 15 spread. It was like 9:30, and like all this had already happened pretty much. Like this was happening, and I was like, dude, like I'm not gonna get in now, because at this point, if I were to enter, my entry was like up here, and that's only a 16. It was like a 16 pip like take profit. I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna risk opening, you know, there's just no point. It just didn't matter to me. Like whatever. And you know, eventually I wouldn't have even taken this trade because the 800 EMA is here. Like we already know the play. We already know what's gonna happen here, right? Like we know price is gonna reach, respect the 800, come back down. So it is what it is. I'm not gonna fight over 20 pips. I'll just catch, you know, whenever the fuck they decide to come back down into our zone, we'll catch all that again. So it's all good. Just for the chat on your 10K challenge, what lot size are you trading? We don't do 1-1. No, we really don't. I don't. I can't. Right, that US 30 was a little bit of a 1-1, but US 30 is a little different. You know, I can't compare. You know, we can't compare US 30 pips to just a regular pair pips. So there's just no comparison. Shit. Let me not forget to keep looking at this. So standard, like my first, I'm doing just dollar lot size. Standard, just dollar lots. But it depends, right? Like now the way that I'm trading with the zones, it allows me to use our lot size calculator a little bit better. The one that we have, the one, I don't know if you have it, I'll send it to you. If you don't, let me know. But the way we calculate what our lot size should be compared to the stop losses. So like to give you the example, if I were to be trading GJ, right? So you know, I'm still using where I'm the question would be like, am I still using the standard 23 stop loss? If I need to, yes. If I don't need to, then I'm just using whatever the market is giving me. So I'm still risking $100. So to give you the example on GJ, right? If GJ would have pulled into our zone and it would have made the same moves. So if we were to enter this trade here, right? We had low, lower, high, lower, low, boom, change of character, right? My entry would have been here. My stop loss would be just at the low at 11 pips, right? So GJ. So I just do the I'm risking 100 bucks. Divide that by 11 pips, which is 110. So my loss size for this trade would have been 90 cents. So that's pretty much how I'm doing my loss sizes now. I'm looking at where my entry is, where my stop loss should be with that entry, in comparison to how the market is moving, and then that's what my stop loss is. Now in some cases, like for example for this one, because GJ moves so big, right, in this case it's 11 pips, but if it was, fucking, let's say if it was even half of that, right, let's say four pips, right, 100, divide that by 4 pips, that's a $2.5 lot, right? So a $2 lot on GJ risking 4 pips, you know what I mean? Like risking 100 bucks to make $2,000. That's a lot. So that's pretty much what I'm doing here. So now to use the comparison here for like the 30-minute break, right? The 30-minute high of the day I would need to see some type of structure, right? So you'll see it. I'll do it live here if we catch the trade. But I'll send you that document now as well. 0.83 is 10k account, but only on 23 pip stop loss. Yeah, exactly. But because of your entries on lower time frames, you're more than good. Yeah. So that was the thing. Like my whole problem with the prop firms at first, right, was the timing. They only gave you 30 days, right? And the way we trade, it's pretty difficult to get 10% in 30 days, right? Especially if you're not on the charts every day, if you're not catching every single trade, right? So now the biggest thing was, okay, we have the days, but now it's the percentage that you could be in drawdown. So it's like, fuck, now we can't use 23 pips. We need to just fine tune what we already knew. That was a good thing about prop firms that we figured out, is that we were able to fine tune what we already knew, and we were able to perfect it to the point where right now we could easily say that we could put ourselves in the 90% profit, where last month I only lost 2 trades, right, out of 10 that I took. It's not bad. And the 2 trades that I lost were 5 pips, literally in total. I had 2.5 pips stop losses, right? So it's a little bit different now, but it's the same. Good morning, Kiro. What's good, my brother? So yeah, so let me send you that document. How do you want me to send, can I send it to you through Discord? I think I can. Can I not send you a message? I can. Sure. Alright, yeah, I sent it to you on Discord just now. Let me know if you got it. That's pretty just basic shit. It just has it has everything. It has all the percentages. You'll see everything. You'll see the formula there. It's first week, so I'm gonna be very picky with the trades. Yeah. I was literally just saying that, Kiro. Literally, I was just saying that. First trades of the month, first trades of the week. We have NFP coming in on Friday as well. We took a US 30 trade, super simple, in and out. TP was smashed in 20 minutes. Earlier, because I've been streaming since 3 in the morning, so I saw all of this up here happen. There was a point where I had an entry up here, and again, I was just super picky because it missed the zone by a few pips. So my trading journal, obviously, if price doesn't get into our zone, then the aggressive entry would be the entries up here. It would be invalid. So I waited for the safety trade for the day, which was just the low of the day retest to go into TP. So it was a super in and out, 64 pips. You know what I mean? 64 pips is not bad. So yeah, so same thing that I'm doing now with GJ and gold. I'm, instead of getting the aggressive entries, because again the same thing happened, price decided not to go into our zone, and it made the move a little bit earlier over here where we have these lines. Um, but again, I don't like that, right? So now I either want to see price go back into our zone, or I want to see price just break above the high of the day, retest to continue to go. So same thing for gold, right? Gold, I want to see that change of character before anything else. So we're just being patient today, right? That's the game that we're playing today, right? Nothing to rush. It's all good. Again, it's still Tuesday. We still got Wednesday, Thursday, and if you want to trade NFP, we got Friday. So it's all good. But I'm back, man. I'm gonna start streaming. It's difficult for me to turn the stream on, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm not gonna lie. Not because I don't want to turn it on, but dude, it's morning. You know what I mean? Like I don't really want to be talking that early in the morning. Like I'm still waking up. I'm still chilling. Um, so that's why I don't really like turning the stream on in the morning sometimes. I just want to chill. I just want to look at the charts and not talk to nobody until I have to in the morning. But it's all good. Need to do some uni projects, yeah, bro. Get that shit done, man. Get that shit done. I finish, um, I finished 2 of my classes. This week is my last week. Yep. No, next week is my last week. I'm sorry, I'm bugging. Shoot, I don't even want to talk to my girlfriend when trading, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, the reason I'm chilling right now is because like I've been fucking doing it since 3 in the morning. Like I'm kind of just over it already. Like it is what it is. Um, but no, there was definitely a point in that stream earlier where I was like, dude, I don't even want to talk right now. Like just and everybody, bro. People were chatting. I had one of my dudes here in the Discord in my ear. I was just, I don't like it, bro. That's probably why I'm still single, huh? I just can't. I can't deal with when it's that early in the morning, bro. It's just too much. I can't. Um, got my exams next week as well. Good. Yeah, I have my first exam this week. Um, tomorrow actually, but it's online, so it should be good. Should be easy. Got you, dude. Same. Yeah, man. It's tragic, but it's all good. You ain't saying, bro. What are you talking about? I really am. That shit, tragic life out here. What do you think? That's crazy. Crazy, man. I have a friend. He passed like a 200 or 300K account, and he burnt that shit in less than 2 months. I think he passed and failed right away. I'm not. I think he probably got one payout. Um, bro, it's not cap. I swear to God. I promise. This is one of my friends that I know, IRL. I'll join soon. We should take the 50K. Oh, I'm buying the 100K, and possibly this week. Possibly this week. And I'm gonna, yeah, bro. I think it's time. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's time. And I feel like I've gotten to a point already where I feel comfortable taking those trades. Like you know what I mean? Like, I have to, bro. I have to. Anything below 100K now would just be detrimental to, at least to me, right? To the knowledge that I have in trading. Um, because again, bro, like it sucks, right? Like my again, for me, right, my style of trading, I'm still only taking at max, right? Like at max, um, I'm taking 14 trades max, right? So just think about it. Like last month, I did 15%, right? 15%, in a $10,000 account is not bad, right? But um, you know what I mean? I can't compare 1500. I can't compare a $1,500 payout, which is not 1500. It's 1200 and something with it. I haven't gotten the first payout yet, but it's like 1200 and something. You know, um, with the percentages and shit. So, yo, if I could do 15% of a fucking $10,000 account, right? The same way I was doing that when I first got my first account, which was a $5,000 account. I'm like, yo, why am I trading with a $5,000? Let me just get a 10K, right? Um, so yeah, so now I feel like, bro, if I could do 100, just think about it like this, right? This is my thought process. Remember, I'll do the same math with the ADRs, or with the lot size, right? So I'll give you the same example, with the same entry and everything. So let's say we didn't catch a change of character, and let's say we just caught a BOS, right? Um, so stop loss would have been 2 pips, right? So let's just put it in perspective real quick, right? Is what I want you to think, right? So I have a 100K account. I'm risking 1%, which is 100,000, or I'm risking 1%, right? So 1% is 1,000, right? So 1,000, divide that by 2 pips, so divide that by 20. That's a $50 lot. But now here's the thing: I don't think I could do $50 lot. You know what I mean? Like that's gonna make my heart. First of all, it's gonna make my heart fucking crash, and I might go into have a stroke or something. But that's one thing we have to figure out. But for the fucking just doing the math, right? $50 lot. Yo, we're talking about a $50 lot. And let's just say we caught this move, right? A 30 pip move, yo, 50 times 30 pips is 15,000. Easy 25,000 trade. Easy, yo, $15,000. Yo, we're talking about 15,000 fucking dollars in one trade, Donovan. Yo, I think it's time for me to move up. You know what I mean? And that's one thing that I have to read before, and I have to ask, because I'm pretty sure there's a rule as to how many what your loss size could be, right? So I'm pretty sure I can't do something like, I've seen it. There's some of them that do like, oh, you can't do more than $2.50. Like I think my funded FX has that. I'll become your girl. That's what I'm saying. Dude, yo, and you gotta understand, like, all I need is one trade. I'll be that type of trader. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I'll be that type of trader. I would literally become the type of trader that trades once a month. Bro, I'm chilling with 15K. You gotta understand that. Right? Like, so the fact that I could catch these entries, and I'm catching them every single month, it's detrimental again to myself. It's detrimental to myself to hold myself back from something like that. And I think it's time. So not only do I think it's time, it's something that I have on my whiteboard. End of year goal, right? We're on October 3rd. I wrote this down in January, and I have it. End of year goal: purchase and pass a 100K account. Right below that is to start Casual MX, which was the motocross company that I started as well. And I finally got the first sample of the jersey a few days ago, and it looks fucking amazing. But those are two of the goals that I had left for the year that I haven't accomplished. So, dude, if we get easy 5 lot, 50 pips can work, bro. Exactly, right? But obviously we're being super like, yo, even if we could trade with a $50 lot, yo, 10 pips, I'm good. right? Like $50 lot with 2 pips, I'm chilling. You know what I mean? Like, so, but facts though, with a $5 lot, 50 pips, we could do that in GJ in a move, right? Even 30 pips if we don't want to be that aggressive with 50, because 50 is a lot, right? If we want to be 25, 30 pips, right? That even works with a $5 lot. That's still 1,500, right? So it's 15,000 exactly, 15,000, 1,500. I think I was right the first time. So still the same, bro. 1,500 in one trade, it's still good. So and that's the goal, right? Like my whole thing is if I could make $1,000 basic, right? Like if I could make $1,000 a trade basic, dude, like that's the minimum. I'm chilling with that, bro. Like I'm good with that. Um, cool. I'm with that. Oh, you deleted the fucking jet. Come on, man. I saw it. Come live with me, Top G. Yes, sir. But yeah, it's almost a year already, coach. We already got that time down. Time flies, man. Like it really does. It doesn't, but it does. I'm thinking back to it, I'm like, damn. But let's get a jumper January 50K. I'll commit. Okay, you could definitely do it, Donovan. Definitely, bro. Same thing with E, bro. I don't know. Does he have 100K? I don't even fucking know anymore. I don't remember what he told me he had. I don't know if he has a 50 or 100, but if I get that 100K first, then I'm. Don't tell him, bro. I hope he's not watching, but I'm bragging it to him. I'm like, I got it first than you. He has 200Ks. Damn. Fuck. That's not good. Can't brag to him then. That's crazy. See what I mean? Like, I need to get to his level at this point. Even though he has a lot more years and miles on him. I don't think I won't catch up anytime soon, but I'll catch up. It's a race now. I swear it's a race with him. At least for me, like personally, I fucking he wins a trade, I get pissed. I'm like, fuck that. I should be me. Oh, we can't compete with the Oracle. I mean, dude, I possibly can. The fucking thought of giving up came to my mind so many times. Ah, bro, facts though. Like, Kiro, that's in anything, right? That's just in life in general. I think the hardest thing you have to go through is being able to not giving up, right? That thought that comes into your mind, like, oh, I should just stop. Like, if you get across that and you get through it, because that's the only thing stopping you is you. Nobody is stopping you, right? Like, and I say this many times, like, I don't care who's in your life, whether it's a parent, sibling, friends, partner. Like, if they tell you, oh, you're not gonna make it, who are they to tell you can't do something, right? Now, if you stop because of what they say, you stop because you stopped, right? Like, that was on you. So, and again, I'm living proof of that when it came to gaming, right? Like, my parents, dude, I left the house, bro. As soon as I was like, all right, bro, I'm out of here. Fuck y'all, and I left with no money in my pocket, yo, no fucking cash in my pocket, and I left, and I made it work. I left, moved out, got to my own apartment, went to school, was doing gaming, made bread doing gaming. The fucking my the I grinded that shit for 2 years, yo. I had 467-day streak on streaming every single day for 8 hours. As soon as I decided to quit my job, when I first moved out of my house, right when I first moved to Orlando, 3 hours away from where I grew up, and I got that first job. I worked there for a month. I quit because I was like, fuck that. I don't know how anybody could work a regular job. And I did gaming full time. Full time. I ended up having a 460 something day streak, streaming every single day. That was the fucking grind. And everybody was telling me I was crazy. I ain't gonna do shit. Alright, cool. So, yeah, man, you just gotta keep going. We have progress until we lost our account. Yep. literally. I blew more live accounts before. Pain is a simple tool and discipline. Oh yeah, I've blew multiple live accounts, right? Like especially in the beginning, right? Because in the beginning it was like, in the beginning it was simple for me, but not really, right? Because the way we were taught was get a demo account, right? It wasn't how it is now, where people are spending $60 every 2 weeks on a $5,000 prop firm account, or like for us was always start on a demo, right? So then boom, we go through our demo and then we start live. And then for me it was like, I think I in total I blew 3 accounts. I blew $1,000 account once, which was my first $1,000 that I deposited after I got a huge check. Um, and this was before I was doing it full time. Like this was before I decided to just do trading and just focus on trading. Um, and then I blew a few like $200 and $100 accounts. But in total I think it was like 4 accounts, so it was nothing crazy. Um, but the time that I lost that $1,000 account, that was when I took a step back again, and I went back to demo until I decided to stop gaming and I just did trading full time. And then the first 5 months I was just doing demo accounts, and then yeah, that's it. Then I got my live accounts, and then I took my $200 account to 2,000, and that's what I was doing for 3 months. So I would start my account at 200. My goal would be $2,000 at the end of the month, and I would just withdraw the profits and start at 200 again. I did that for 3 months until um, honestly, I believe my learning phase will last for a while, at least till the end of the year. Gemma, let me go. You got this chat soon. Alright, my brother. I'll speak to you soon, Donovan. Um, so then I did that for a few months, for the 4 months, and then I got my prop firms accounts. And then I've had 2 prop firm accounts. I burnt one first my first month after getting of my first payout. Then my second account, it was my Forex funds, which is the one that got shut down last month. So I lost that one after having that for fucking 4 months. I don't even have the date anymore. I deleted that shit on my calendar. For a few months, and to where we're at now. So I've just been trading my pretty much my live account, and then doing the phase 1 for funding Febs, I believe is their name still. So June or July was a contract start. Yep, exactly. So it was June, definitely. So yeah, three and a half, 4 months. And this just sucked, bro, because it was phase 1, and then you had to wait like a week or two, and then phase 2, and then phase 2 you had to wait a month, and then in order to get paid out. So yeah, it was like literally right at the cusp of when the payouts needed to start happening, which fucking sucks, but it's all good. It is what it is. Bigger things, man. Bigger things will come. Yo, I hit that chick back, the one that I was telling you about, that her bio was like, I'll read it now. The green flag she's looking for is money. The only green she's looking for. I hit her back. She's comedy, bro. It's funny as hell. Coach cheers. That's a good question. I can't seem to find that answer. Is there a does anybody know is there a limit? Is there like a lot size limit? Can I not trade with anything larger than like $10 or something? Man, uh when are you getting thumbnails? Dude, leave me the fuck alone with that shit. I don't know, man. um Dude, it's a good question. It's a good question, let me tell you. Now the answer, I don't know, bro. Dude, I just gotta figure it out. Like, look, the problem is this. I've tried and I've done multiple designs of thumbnails. I've looked up. I have ideas and then I do them and I'm like, I don't like how it looks. So, I don't know, man. I just don't like how they look. I don't know. So until I find one that I really like, and then I could just continue to change it, and like change the colors, change the title, change the pictures, but like keep the same format, and just have like a drag and drop, like pretty much how I done all my thumbnails. Then I'll be a little bit more confident, and I will have a little bit more passion when it comes to editing the thumbnails and posting them. But I really haven't found one that I like. I've been trying to find designs, and I've seen different, like I've seen Don Vos and Lins and Timely Trading, Wix9, but Wix9 is fucking also has his weed shit on it. I'm like, dude, I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I condone, you know what I mean? Like, we're chilling with that, but I don't want to have that shit on my stream. So it's like, what else? You know what I mean? Like, there's not a lot of ideas out there, and then I do some shit. I'm like, the thing is too, like, I'm so used to gaming, right? So like my designs are all about gaming, that I'm trying to bring in the gaming design into this, and it's just not mixing well. It doesn't look good. So I don't know. I'll have to find out, man. I'll have to find one. Or if you have an idea, bro, I don't know. Throw one at me or something. I don't know. The GJ's playing the slow game with us right now. Did US 30 finally hit TP? It did. We could have held. We could have held for a few more pips. It's all good. Thought it would have been a 16 pip difference. It's nothing too bad. Gold is still waiting on the road again. And I'm pretty sure this was a 79.8 pullback too, right? Let's see. On the road again. 78.6. So there's a whole bunch of confluence here for GJ, man. It's just not the best ones, man. It's not the best ones. You imagine, bro, throwing a $50 lot, or I'd fucking have a heart attack, man. Yo, coach, you still here, bro? Yo, where are you, man? Like 9 a.m. No way you're. No way, bro. Let me be alone in the morning all day today. It's kind of fucked up of you, but it's all good. Some mean shit, but whatever. It's a shame, really, but whatever. All right, so we got this low, obviously, and we got this high. So we are looking for price to break um the 30-minute high, which the 30-minute high is the orange line. So we are waiting for the orange break in the 5 minute. Alright, so if this closes above in the next 9 minutes, then we know we're going. And we'll look for an entry, and I gotta put my phone to charge. Right, and then like I was saying, where would our stop losses be? Right at this point, be at the lows here. So we'd be at about a 20 pip, right? 20 pip range break. Right, internal structure, that's our zone. Which is not really, well, if we want to use the wicks, we don't, then it's really this one here. I'm looking at the internal zone as well. It's all good. We'll see. We'll see how this looks. I'm pretty sure we'll get another push. Still got 5 minutes to go. I'm gonna go fucking headache now. Look at gold too. Remember, look at gold. Same thing. I have to take a piss, but I don't got time to go again. Now we're reaching the zone, right? So here we're either gonna see price reject, maybe give us another pullback, or we're gonna see it start breaking above. So this is where we want to start waiting, right? We got 5 minutes. I'll be back. I have to wait anyway. So boom, we got 3 minutes. We already see price through a wick, rejected a little bit. Cheers, yes sir. I was just about to say it's about that time again, bro. I'm crashing. I'm tired, man. Alright, 5 minute break, or the 5 minute candle is above that 30-minute break. So now we just gotta wait for that 30-minute break to happen. We got 2 minutes and 30 seconds for that 30-minute candle to happen. If we do get this break, prepare to enter. I repeat, if we get this break, prepare to enter. Yo, coach, where are you, bro? Join the Discord. Can't be on stream right now. Gotcha. Um, everybody, all right. Well, I'm muted on OBS if you want to join, so nobody can hear you. And if I need to be muted, then I'll be muted too, and then I'll just talk when I need to. Know what I mean? So here you go, guys. And this is the reason why you guys have to wait for that 30-minute break. So you can see here, 5 minute candle opened, went above, tested the zone, and now it's getting ready, guys. So you got to give it a few minutes. Right, it's 9:30. We already know volume is gonna start kicking in here soon. So just give it a few minutes, guys. Give it a little bit. Give it room to breathe. Um, that's pretty much all you could do, guys. Give it room to breathe. Give it space. Remember, it needs to relax. It just did a whole bunch of shit. Literally, it did a whole bunch of shit for a few hours since 3 in the morning. So here we have another 5 minute opens, 9:30. So now we have to wait another 30 minutes for us to confirm this break. So now at this point in the 5 minute time frame, um, we'll have to wait and see, right? At this point now, I'm looking at the 5 minute zones, right? The 5 minute high of the day, right? That 5 minute candle is gonna be here. So if we do break, dude, that sun I'm blocking. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know if you can see the sun is coming right in my face. Pause. Fuck. If we could get 5 minute breaks above these highs, then we'll get the retest in the 5 minute time zone, and we're right in the chart, right in the trade. But yeah, guys, it's coming in that time, so I might turn the stream off here. Um, might not. We'll see. We'll see how this reacts. So now I'm looking at internal structure, right? Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, boom. Right? I'm not gonna say this is the last red candle before the push, because the push happened here. It should be this one here. So we'll see. Alright, is anybody here on the stream yet or no? Anybody back? Alright, so here we have the 5-minute candle above the 30-minute zone, but still below the 5-minute high. Again, the 5-minute high, my bad. Let this refresh on this line. The 5-minute line is here, so we're still testing the zone. Still nothing above the 5 right now. What I do want to see here in the 5, right now that we know that we still need to see a closure above the 30, right? We have 20 minutes left. That means we have 4 5-minute candles left. So if we start closing 1 green candle, 2 green candle, 3 green candle, meaning that we have 5 minutes left for that 30-minute closure. If that 30-minute candle closes above, right, on the 5-minute, once we start seeing price making lower lows and lower highs, and it gives a retest, that's when we want to enter for this to continue to go up to TP, which would be here. That's going to be the ideal entry. Now that we have 20 minutes left for that new 30-minute candle, right? That's the ideal setup that we want to see to be able to enter. Or price is just going to do what it's doing now. It's just going to retrace back somewhere in this zone here, which would be, again, an aggressive entry, right? An entry here would have our stop loss down here at 10 pips, or we could use this stop loss here at 3 pips, right? Either super aggressive or give it time to breathe, right? So that's our two entry criteria. We're either getting in at the low, or we're getting in at the retest of this break. So we'll see. We still have 3 minutes for this 5-minute candle to break. If this 5-minute candle breaks above the 5-minute zone, then again, look out for that continuation to continue going up the same way it did on US30 earlier today. The same thing that we're looking for on gold. And gold is still when it comes to the high of the day, it is starting to break above the high of the day. But I'm looking at the structure for this one, change of character. Compared to GJ, I'm looking for the change of character already happened, so I'm already looking for the break of structure. Yeah, there's news at 10 a.m. if I'm not mistaken. Yes, 10 a.m. But you know, at this point we're following the trend, right? So I'm not really that worried about news. Right. Same with GJ, we're just following the trend. GU and G, like, they're all following perfectly. At this point, it's just about which one you want to catch. I'll catch a GJ though, for sure. Right, and again, this is all about waiting, right? Because at the end of the day, again, we have to wait for that news to pass anyway. Right? Once that news passes, then we'll look for the entry when the news hits. After the news hits. So we're still waiting. We got a minute and 12 for this 5-minute candle to break. So right now we're above. We're looking good. 15 minutes for the news to hit. So we'll see if we can get this entry here. Again, the safe entry is to wait for that 30-minute break. So that's what we're going to be waiting for, is that 30-minute break. Now, if it goes up to TP before 10, then that's a different question, right? That's a different... We'll have to see what it does, right? Our first TP is here. This is TP1. This is TP2. So now if price decides to go to TP1, then which is STP for the day, then we'll have to wait and see what it does. So boom, now the 5-minute candle broke above the 5-minute zone. Let's remember what I said. Now I want to see these next 5-minute candles. I want to see them slow down a little bit. But we are reaching, again, that 30-minute that news at 10. So there's going to be a lot of volume coming in and out. We got 15 minutes for the news to hit. 10 o'clock is 9:45 right now. Is muted. Holy shit! If you guys aren't in the Discord, make sure you guys join the Discord. It's in the chat. Um, we go through the charts every single day, Monday through Thursday at 7 p.m. Obviously we do the live trades here on my channel in the mornings. I try to do it every day, but obviously I don't. And yeah, a lot of good information in the Discord, a lot of good information on our YouTube channel as well. So make sure you join the Discord. Take advantage. Take advantage. So again, right? GJ, we have two different outlooks right now, right? Because again, when it comes to STP and when it comes to ADR, when it comes to how these pairs are moving, we don't want to get faked out on the first day move, right? So again, ADR 77, right? STP for the day, 77, right? That would be our TP number one. Our TP number two would be complete ADR, tied down to the high of the day, right? So, you know, we'll let GJ move, right? Again, if it hits TP number one, it's all good, right? I'll let this shit move. We'll come back later. We'll come back tomorrow. We'll come back tonight. We'll do the breakdown tonight on the YouTube channel, and we'll start looking for entries again. Because again, this is gonna be one where, again, think about it as this is the first day of where price is gonna start moving. Two things could happen. Either price is just gonna continue to go, or it's gonna start going, which is what it's doing now, then give us a pullback, which is what we want to start looking for to get an entry, for it to then continue to keep going up, right? And the days make sense, right? And I'm tying it down to as well what my 9 p.m. candle was in the 4-hour time frame. So I'm tying all the pieces down together. Look, I would not be surprised if price now during NYC gives us a fake push here to the top like it's doing now, and then starts pushing back down, right? I wouldn't be surprised if we did that today. So boom, TP1 was smashed. There you go. Easy, right? Easy position for the day, right? And the 5-minute break again was just super simple, right? Now at this point, I'm not looking for another retest. I'm not looking for another entry. 10 minutes before news, I'm letting this shit move. Why? Because now that price already hit ADR for the day, it could do whatever it wants, right? If it wants to go back down to the low, because now let's remark our charts, right? So let me do one thing first, which let me take a screenshot of the entry, and we'll get down to business. So this one was very simple. This one was the break, retest, the lower time frame. Lows were here. TP number one was here. Put this on full screen so people can fucking see this. So. Okay, so let's break this down. So in the 30-minute time frame, right? 30-minute time frame, we know we're still trading. Delete all these fucking lines too. Man, this shit is getting on my nerves. Keep the TP one here. Let's keep. Oh no, let's keep that. Okay. So we understand that we had this break here, right? Because we had at one point we had this break gave us this high, which never broke anything, right? And then the low was this one, which was a crazy wick, right? Either way, we're trading between that high and this low. In between that high and this low, we had high, low, lower high, higher low, boom, higher high, higher low, higher high, equal low, lower high, boom, change of character, lower low, into the daily zone that we were in. And our daily zone obviously it just goes into the daily time frame, which was our previous break, right? Which was our red candle before the push up. So we understood that we finally reached the zone that we needed to start going to start looking for price to start going up and give us a reversal, right? This was just a pullback for the real trend to start moving again, right? So now that I know that I'm here, right, and I see all of that, and I see how price can start manipulating people. Why? Because we had a previous break here. This could always just be a retest of the zone, right, which was the high of here, which is also a retest of this BOS to continue. And the reason TP2 is here is because if we were to break above these highs, get a continuation, I'd start looking for my next take profit to be ADR for the day, which is again equivalent to the next break of structure in the internal structure. Higher, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, right? So then up until we get into this zone. So at this point now, I'm looking to get out in the safety trade because we have news coming in 7 minutes. Right, that news can make price go crazy, and we'll stay here for that. We'll watch it. We only got 7 minutes left, so it's all good. We'll see what price does. Right, either price is gonna skyrocket, right, or we're gonna get a pullback. And if we get a pullback, that'll be ideal. Right, that'll be the most ideal thing we could have. Right, so now that we know we have this break of the day, it gives us this low. Right, we had a previous red candle which was here, but now I want to make my zone of interest is gonna be the the lowest red candle, which is not even that one, right? It would be, this is the red candle, which was the last red candle before the push. It wouldn't be this small because this isn't a significant pullback. So I'm going to delete this in the external structure, right? So I'd be looking at these two zones, which is the lowest red candle in the zone, right? Because from here to here, that break, right? Well, no, hold on. Yeah, I'm bugging, my bad, yeah. And then that low, or this low. My zone of interest to where price is going to pull back to before going up. And I'm pretty sure they'll use this one because this is where that liquidity grab was. Yeah, that liquidity grab here. They'll grab this shit again and continue to go up. So we'll see. We'll see how the 30-minute reacts. That was really good trades though, guys. It was really good today. Really good patience. See what I was saying about US 30? Yo, I'm such a simple fucking man. Anybody else would be like, oh, I'm gonna fucking hold this trade. Fucking idiots. Anyway. Enough of ranting for the day. A short position. Break, retest. TP was literally the low of the day, and I should just, or it was this low here, because that's the wick. Crazy, right? You would get out the first engulfing candle. Crazy. Anyway, that was the trade. So boom, 10 o'clock hit. Right? 10 o'clock hit. We have break of the high. The last red candles were here. This was the low of that zone. You could even say it was this one. Right, that's the entry right there. To go long. But again, STP was already hit, so I'm not looking at this trade anymore. But the 10 o'clock news hit. So now, give it a few minutes. Technically, yeah, that is the last red candle before the push. High, low, push, last red candle before the push. None of these were significant pullbacks. So you have your zone, right? Your trading zone. We'll move. This was a daily zone, remember that, but it's all good. Alright, boom. You would have your tape. You would have your entry here. Stop loss if you wanted to have a tight, aggressive entry, you'd have it below the zone at 4 pips. Realistically speaking, you should have it below this, so it's 10 pip stop. So let's see. Damn, that's a news candle? Nah, I wouldn't enter. Yeah, yeah, it's a news candle. But this is the 5 minute. Remember, this is the 5 minute time frame that I'm on. But yeah, this would be an entry here. Because that 5 minute candle respected the lows. It closed above the zone with a wick. That shows me as an exhaustion candle. So this would be a really good, like, in my case, for entries, if it wasn't for STP already being hit, because that's the thing is that, remember, STP was already hit. If it wasn't for that, I would be looking for an entry here. This would be my trigger entry already for this trade. And the 30-minute candles, obviously that 30-minute candle, right, closed above the zone as well, even though it is testing, and then the next one just fell into the zone, which was the last red candle before the push up, right? So again, everything makes sense, and it could go up because ADR is so close as well, and GJ is a pair that usually moves a lot. It could go up to ADR with no doubt, but I don't know. I don't trust it. I'm gonna stay out. You know what I mean? I'm staying out of this one for sure. Me personally, I'm staying out. And this is the reasons why I'm staying out too. Yeah, we go back to the 30-minute time frame. We're still trading. No, actually, hold on, my bad. We just broke this low, right? So we're still in a lower low, lower high type of situation based on just the moves, right? Still haven't really gotten a complete change of character when it comes to the moves, right? Because again, technically speaking, we're trading between. My bad. My line scared the fuck out of me, confused me. We're still trading between this high now and this low, right? So now the new daily zone that I'm in, yeah, I'm still in this one. I'm gonna keep it. Um, Technically speaking, in a higher time frame, but we are technically now in this daily zone here. So we are now trading between this low here and the last red candle here, or the last green candle before the push, which was here, but it has no top wick. So we'll use this one here. It's all good. It's a 30-minute zone anyway. Alright, we are trading between the high and this low now. So, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if we do end up seeing price now do a ABC, ABC, back to A, or back to ABC, right? Whatever the fuck that is, I forgot how it goes. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2, yeah, 1 2 3 for this to come back down here and continue to go up. So honestly, I would stop looking at pair at this point. No point in contemplating. Yeah, no, I'm just not contemplating. I'm just fixing up the chart, right? Because it did move already, right? Like, so now I'm just getting ready for what the next moves could be, right? I'm just getting the charts ready for what we need to start looking for next. Shit. Right, so this is what we're looking for next, right? So now we have this low broke. Could be seeing a potential pullback into the zone. So yeah, so now that we know where we're at, now I'm gonna start fixing my lines here because I feel like I have too many boxes right now. Fucking up behind. So, boom, lower low, lower high, lower low, boom. Change of character. Gave us then this high, right? And this low, and then we had the BOS. The BOS happened. Gave us the break, and then the last red candle before the push, right? Technically, again, is this one because it was lower low or higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Boom, higher high. So the last red candle before the push was here, which was the last zone. This zone was respected once, two, three times, right? Closed above the zone 3 times. Wicks respected the lows three different times. We go down to a lower time frame, is making lower lows and lower highs, right? So again, now this entry would be good, but again, knowing that STP was hit, right? Knowing that STP was hit, and knowing that we have a 30-minute zone again here at the bottom, I understand that we're in the middle of the zone, and price could go both ways, right? So if it goes down, cool, let it go down, it'll go into our zone. If it goes into our zone, then we'll look for this entry. If price doesn't go down and it continues to go up, if it breaks above this high, then we look for these entries up here with a retest, and we'll continue to go up, and our TP up here will be our TP number 1 again. So oh, 30-minute zone already. Oh, that shaded up too. Perfect. There you go. Where the fuck is GJ going? I don't know. What the fuck? What just happened? Oh, nah. Are we getting a full change of character finally? Hold on, what's going on with everything else? What's going on with everything else? Word. What the fuck happened to GJ? Yo, you know what I want to see? Hold on. Yo, hold on. Oh, I need to see something. You know who lost cash today? He was in those buys. He posted 4 hours ago. 15 minutes. Oh, well, 15 minutes he said he was done for the day. So if he cashed out before news, kudos to him. Good thing we did too, right? It's a good thing we don't trade with news. Alright, so let's look at everything else real quick, because everything kind of moved weird. Was GJ the only one that moved like that? Let's see. So we have gold didn't do anything. US 30 just did the move. Cool, that's perfect. GU didn't really do anything. Wow, GJ just took everybody out. Hold on, let me damn, GJ crazy. What the fuck is that? I don't know, bro. I don't know what the fuck that was. Look at something really quickly. Um, okay, so it's all good. Why? Because they grabbed liquidity here. Look, that's exactly what I said earlier. Man, exactly what I said earlier. I'm like, yo, I don't really trust that right now because we have this zone down here. Yo, I said that shit earlier. Somebody clipped that. Perfect. No, I know exactly where we're at. Damn, that was the entry right there going long. I'm not gonna lie to you. That was the entry going long right there. That was the entry. Damn. I should have marked that shit earlier. I said it too, and I think I had it marked, and I moved the box to mark something else. That was the entry. That was perfect. Yo, GJ did exactly what it needed to do. It said fuck everybody who doesn't know how to trade GJ. Yo, because I even said that shit. I'm like, yo, I don't like this because of that 4-hour candle holds a lot of strength for me. And that's exactly what happened. I should have been looking at this. That was my fault. I should have been looking at that drop. That was an entry. That was a clean entry. Clean fucking entry from GJ. Fuck. Dude, I even said that shit. Oh, somebody rewind the fucking tape, man. Somebody rewind the tape, man. Fuck. Rewind the tapes. Chill out. No, bruh. Rewind the tapes. Nah, you know I'm chilling. I'm already up. I'm too old for the day. I don't have a. I'm not in a rush. I traded what I needed to trade. You know what I mean? This is good though. You know why this is good? Because now price is gonna slow down. So think about it. So price just exploded, right? GJ was the only one that moved like that, right? So now price has to correct itself, right? So now in the 1 minute time frame, what we're looking for is we're just gonna be looking. It's my camera sideways. Um, we're just gonna be looking for now a change of character in a 1 minute time frame. Now this one is where we could start being a little aggressive. Now the only thing I don't like about it is how big that wick is from the zone to where we're at. So there's really no safety net for us here, right? When it comes to these entries, there's no safety net. So I want to see price do what it's doing now, right? Where it's a low, high, higher, low, boom, little change of character here. Right? But I want to see this candle obviously close above. We got 45 seconds. Now if it closes below, that's a different story. So I'm gonna keep my line here just so we know exactly what we're looking for. So we have a few seconds. I got like 30 seconds left. Again, if price breaks above the previous highs, then we could see a continuation. If not, then we know what we gotta look for. Now, if price goes back into the zone, oh yeah, that's gonna be that's the good one right there. It's crazy because that's exactly what I said was gonna happen. Literally like spot on. I was like, yo, that shit. Guys, I'm out of this trade. I don't like how this looks right now. We're gonna come back to this after the news. And somebody rewind the tapes. That's good. So it did half more, so it's not 50 pips. It's 100 pips zone. You only catch a trade like this once in your life. Not once in your life. Let me rewind that. You catch this once a year type of deal. Damn, man. I'm good. I'm looking at the candle. I'm not looking at the wicks as much, right? As I'm looking at the bodies. And so we're still making lower lows and lower highs, right? So until we don't get a change of character, we don't have an entry criteria. What's better is that we did not enter on that news candle. Facts. I mean, that's the biggest thing, right? The biggest thing is not entering. It's being disciplined again, right? Staying disciplined to your rules, right? I'm not supposed to enter trades or be in trades 15 minutes before news or 15 minutes after news, right? Especially on a trade where, like GJ that I was saying, like there's too many things that could happen, right? If GJ would have looked a little bit better, right? Like I said, if if GJ would have number one, if GJ would have gone into our 30-minute zone, right, this morning, which it didn't, as you can see, then this would have been completely different. This I would 100% guarantee that if GJ would have gone into our 30-minute zone, we would have been in clear blue, right, clear green. But the fact that we didn't do that, it still gave GJ room to breathe, right, and do exactly what it did today. So that's what I was trying to explain earlier today too in the Discord to Evasive is like if you could see what price is gonna do, right? If you could see what price is gonna do before it does it, and you start seeing how price is reacting, you get to be able to see like, oh shit, no, this is what you're gonna go do, right? Which is why I'm pissed off about that zone, because fuck, man, like I had that shit, and that's why I'm saying, like I said it on stream too, which is crazy, right? Like I knew exactly what was gonna happen. But it's all good. Like I said, like I remember I updated it because I said I was done trading because I'm already up 2-0 for the day. But you know, in hindsight, you can't compare a 60 pip day, right? You can't compare a 60 pip day to a fucking what could have been a 223 pip day. You know what I mean? So you could see where I'm a little upset. Um, but it's all good, right? Because at the end of the day, we didn't lose anything. Right? End of the day, we still won what we were able to win. And this would have been the trade right here, honestly, like honest to God. Um, the problem would have been the stop loss, right? Maybe I would have waited a few seconds to enter, or I would have entered somewhere here on like would have just placed the stop loss under the red wick. Um, I probably would have entered somewhere here where 23 pips. Yeah, probably would have done some shit like that. Right? And yo, TP, like think about it. Like TP would have been TP number one would have been this. So, all right. So let's see something. So 1 minute time frame, right? So now we have lower low, lower high, lower low, boom. Change of character. Um, I ain't watching charts no more. Not gonna answer anyway. Shit, just gonna make me more annoyed. Nah, I feel you on that, bro. I feel you. Nah, do your thing, man. So I do this shit full time, so regardless, I'm here. You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna. I'm gonna just keep the stream on and then I gotta feed the cats, man. I'll be right back. Let me go feed the cats real quick. I ain't grab no napkins, no cup, no water. I'm just raw dogging my food today. What the fuck is wrong with me? Alright. You ever put ranch in your lasagna? I know that has to sound mad gross in a fucking mic. This shit is mad fucking hot. Yeah, I'm back. My bad. Yeah, I'm here. I'm just eating, and I didn't want to do that on the mic, you know. But yeah, man. Love GJ, man. Love GJ. All right, so but yeah, man. I don't know if you guys heard me say it earlier. Um, Give me 1 second. Get your tickets here. The 2024 Monster Energy Supercar Strike Map for round 1 through 4. Yo, I really gotta, guys. The reason I really gotta pass the 100K account, yo, is because I really want to go to all these fucking races, yo. I really want to go to all these fucking races. When I say all of them, bro, I mean all of them. I mean, like, bro, I want to go. I want to go to all of them. They announced this what this morning. When I say I want to go to all of them, bro, I mean like I want to every weekend. Round 1, January 6th, January 13th, January 20th. My mom's birthday is January 31st. We out again. All of them in California back to back. So we stay a whole month over there. Yo, with that 100K account, that would be possible. Right? So, how many pips was that? I'll answer your question first. What the all the way down like 200 pips? How many pips for the day? 330 pips the entire day. That move alone was 330 pips. Um, so remember, if you took that entry on the change of character without the break of structure, aggressive entry, you should have an aggressive stop loss. Still respected the low though, so um, but yeah, I'm done trading. I feel you on that. I'm done looking at this. I'm letting the market correct itself. Um, Yeah, bro, that was a good catch. That would have been my trade for the week. I'm gonna be honest with you, that would have been probably the trade for the month. 200 pips. That's fucking insane. You know what I mean? Like 200 pips. Ah man, I would have been out for the week. I would have been alright, guys. See you later. See you next month. Um, but it's all good. We'll be back. We'll be back. We'll be back later. This will correct itself. We'll catch another move to the top. Either way, it was a good trade, right? Because again, we already knew that again TP1 was hit. Market could go either way, right? I don't care that it broke the high. I don't care any of that. STP was hit for the day. I'm done trading until the next one, right? Now we're just letting the market correct itself. The market in the lower time frame is going to give us change of characters, is going to give us break of structures. Yes, we could enter on that. But again, I'm going to play it safe. If we could get a nice entry tomorrow, then we'll get an entry tomorrow. If not, then we'll look for the next ones, right? Because that's just GJ. Right now, let's go down our list before I get off the stream, right? Because that's another thing we just got to take into consideration. Like, why are we not stressed, right? We have ten pairs to look at, right? So now that I'm done trading for the day, right? Let's confirm that, right? We could still look at gold if we really wanted to, right? For the ones that we're still looking at for the day. And GU again, beautiful. We could still look at this one too. So if we don't want to be done for the day and continue to trade, we could, right? But we're gonna call it a day because I'm usually done trading at 10 in the morning. So I'm gonna look at all my pairs again. So it was AU, Euro CAD, Euro USD, GJ, GU, US 30, USD CAD. Where are you, USD CAD? USD ZAR, gold, and Bitcoin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exactly. Right. So I already memorized the pairs that I'm even supposed to be looking at. So now we look at AU. Did AU do something crazy like GJ? No. Right? What are we looking for on AU? We're looking for continuation down in the downtrend. Right? So AU gave us a good entry at 4 in the morning, but it's all good. I wasn't awake for that. Right? Because we were looking for price to break below our zones, retest to continue going down into our daily zone down here. Right? So our entry for AU was given today and we just didn't take it. We weren't trading that, but that's a cool 60 pips that we could have collected. Right? 43 that we would have had before news. But it's all good. We already know, like, okay, AU is starting to move where it needs to move to. Let's be patient, right? And if we're looking at STP, it's 40 pips. If we're just looking to collect 40 pips, right, we wouldn't have even entered this trade today, right? Because STP was already hit. I'm done trading after STP, right? So AU is something that we would have passed on, but it's moving how it needs to move. So now we could just look for a continuation tomorrow, right? We'll look later tonight during our market breakdown at 7 p.m. on our channel. We'll do the breakdown and we'll have a lot of pairs to look for tonight to look into tomorrow. So it'll be really good to look at. EuroCAD, another one, beautiful. It's still in the top of the zone. It's still consolidating, right? It's still on the retest of our previous 30-minute zone. It completed a 3rd-day variation, gave us a rise, a 3-day rise, 4th-day rise variation, no net, right? Then gave us a new high. Right, so my bad, yeah, today gave us a new high and it's still up. So this one is a good one still. We can still look for more trades tomorrow. Euro USD, exactly, we're looking for a Bart Simpson. We never got it. We're still waiting. It's still at the bottom of our zone. Still respected our 30-minute zone at the bottom. Yeah, it wicked it out, but it never closed below. So it's still respecting the previous lows, right? Making lower low, higher high. This is still technically a higher low, right? If we could break above these highs, then we could get an entry here to continue going up, right? And then this will be our safety trade still. This previous zone will still be our safety trade to continue the trade going up once we get above our 4-hour zone again, because right now we're still trading below our 4-hour zone, right? GJ obviously already went through it. We saw what happened, so GJ we skip on it. GU, same thing as the other pairs, hasn't really moved yet, still in our zone. It's still respecting our lows, still respecting our highs. All we need is a break of structure, right? So today's moves are just gonna happen later today, right? They used Tuesday, made new weekly lows, trapped everybody, collected contracts, did the accumulation phase, and fucked everybody, right? Getting ready for the week because Friday is NFP. Remember that, right? US 30, beautiful, right? US 30 gave us our entry. One of our entry criteria is at 4 in the morning, right? But it was invalid because it never reached our zone. Right, then our second entry was our break of structure, change of character for a new low, right? That was given, and then now it's just continuation, right? US 30 just, we're gonna continue going out to the bottom. So I wasn't really expecting US 30 to move like that today, but we were expecting it, right? The same way we were expecting GJ to move the way it did, because we have a daily zone here at the bottom, right? So US 30 was also a pretty missed opportunity because of this invalid zone here at the top, but it's all good, right? And then for this entry up here, right, we just wanted to catch this because we understood that we're at the bottom, we're in the middle of the bottom of the zone. This pullback is going to take us out, and we knew that, which is why we never hold trades when we're at the bottom. This is simple in and out, right? So the trade for today was to enter up here, but we'll backtest that on Friday. Definitely, I'm definitely gonna talk about this trade because this one was beautiful, right? And this is a good example of, again, just a double-edged sword when you're a disciplined trader versus a trader that just enters every single time their single is given, right? Like you have an entry criteria, but then there has to be a reasoning behind it, right? And now, is that reasoning playing out or is it not, right? And it's like, okay, if it's not playing out, right, 5 out of 10 times you might hit profit, right? 50% of the time you might hit TP, but 50% of the time you might hit stop loss. And this is one of those situations where it was just one of those 50% chances that we didn't take, and we were on the wrong side, right? Which again, technically speaking, we weren't on the wrong side because we secured what we knew we were able to secure today, right? So like today on the board, to put an example, right? Because I feel like this is where people get confused in the market. You open the charts today, you were only expecting to catch 37 pips, and you caught 37 pips. But then as the day goes by, you saw that, yeah, you caught 37 pips, but you could have caught 400. You're gonna be like, oh damn, I should have caught that, I should have did that. You see what I mean? Like, you really shouldn't have, because if it was on the other side, if the rules would have flipped, right? In this case, let's use GJ, because GJ was the one that went opposite to where I traded today, right? If I wouldn't have followed my rules today, which was get out of the trade if the price already goes to STP. If we would have held this position, we would have lost, right? Opposite to US 30, if we would have held US 30, we would have won, right? Or we would have just made more profit because we didn't lose today, right? Let's change that win-loss, right? Let's respectfully, right? Right, respectfully, we're in the beginning of the week, beginning of the month. We're up 2-0. Let's, you know what I mean? Let's put some respect. And that was a cool 1% trade too. So I'm up a flat 138. So if we look at our entry zones for GJ, right, and we followed our rules here, that's why we never got hit out. Now, if we wouldn't have followed our rules and we would have stayed in the trade, oh shit, what the fuck happened, right? But it was in the same situation because we understood that, okay, yes, we're reaching this 4-hour zone, but we're still missing a daily reach that price has to go to, right? So yes, even though we're trending above the 4-hour zone, because we were still missing that daily zone, holy shit, because we're still missing that daily zone, there was still that percent that price was still gonna have to go down and reach that daily zone, and that's exactly what happened. So it was good that we were able to see that, and we were able to be like, okay, yes, we have TP is here, STP is here, look how price is moving, and we have news. It's a big factor. So yeah, it was perfect. So perfect trade today for GJ. Holding that position and risking but rewarding at the same time. Yeah, no, absolutely. If you're talking about the US 31, in today's situation, and I'm gonna tell you the reasons why more now, right? Like the reason that this hold is a risky hold is, number one, is because we didn't go into our zone, right? So there's always a possibility that price was always gonna reverse and go into our zone first before going down. So if US 30 would have moved like GJ today, that would have been the reason why, right? Now, what else did US 30 do before this push down? It left us with a gap in the market, right? So we entered the trade after that gap was created. I already knew, like, okay, look, I'm not gonna hold on to this trade because there's a gap that I know price has to come back up and cover. So I already know that this move that US 30 is doing is just a fake out, right? Collecting contracts, right? It's accumulating contracts for it to then really continue to go up. And how do I know that? Is because, again, we're reaching a daily zone, where we're reaching our first daily zone. Because again, for me personally, which is the same as you as GJ, for me personally, I don't like using the daily zone, which is the last red candle before the push up. Me personally, I don't like using that zone. I like using the low of the zone, the absolutely lowest. We had this break, that break caused this low and this high. So I'm still looking at this where this daily zone is down here, and we're trading from this high and this low. Now, I have this one as a little indicator the same way I had GJ as a little indicator. Where it's like, hey, this is a zone, but look at this one. So we're still good on US 30 though. Like I said, this one is still, we'll see where it goes. But you said no, I'm talking about hypothetical entry on GJ. You're saying about this entry down here, if it's risky, I gotta get water. Um, right. I mean, yeah, because you're entering before price even gave you a change of character, right? So we're still trending down, technically speaking, right? We're still making lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, right? To where we're at now, lower low, right? So at this point, we're just banking this off on, all right, we're in our daily zone. It completed the moves. Where else is it gonna go? But this entry has so much leeway, right? There's so much breathing room. We're talking about you're in profit 100 at one point, right? It was 192 pips in profit, right? So at this point, you know, even if you put your trailing at 60 pips, right? Or even if you take partials and then leave one running, right? You take 80% and just leave 20% running and leave the 20% running at 50% at 50 pips. You know, that's still good. That's still $100 more. Um, the entry is valid. Now, when is the entry really valid where you could hold the trade is when price gives you a change of character and a break of structure. So this is what I was drawing out here in the 1 minute time frame, right? Where I'm not really looking at the wicks. Now I'm just looking at the bodies of the candles, right? Because of how crazy this wick is, I want to see where price is where is price really moving, right? And that's why you follow the body of the candles. So you start seeing lower low, lower high, lower low, boom, higher high, right? So we had a nice change of character here, right? And then that change of character, boom, 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 was the break, right? And let's see if we get a retest. If we get a retest, yes, here, which was the fake red candle here, the closure above, right? Retest, 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 retest. But then you see that price now is trading below the zone now. Now we had this one candle, two candle, and this candle that's below the zone. Right, so you see how now we're pretty much trading now between this high here, and we want to see price break below this high or below this low. Right, because now we see price making low, lower high, lower low. You see how price flipped now. So we're just waiting now for the consistency. We're waiting to see a change of character, and then after the change of character we want to see a break of structure, and then that'll be the entry for us to continue to go up. That'll be the safest entry for this one. But again, if you caught this entry down here, again, you have, from where price is at now, you have 163 pips of, you're letting price breathe, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? So I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, I could explain it. I could try to explain it another way if it doesn't really make sense. Or I could try to break it down, whatever you need. Now that if I would have caught that trade though, for real, like speaking for real, that would have been a crazy one. That would have really put everybody. That would have really put us on the map. That would have been the one to put us on the map. Because everything else that I've been catching is like, all right, bro, you could catch that. Like that US 30 trade that from today, like we catch that, right? That 50% Fibonacci, like who doesn't catch that? So that's not really something that wow, you know what I mean? I post that all the time. That's all my entries, literally. Like sometimes I post it with the fib, sometimes I don't, but that's the fucking entry that I always catch. So it's nothing crazy, but a catch like this, especially on a pair where people lose so much money on, oh, bro, crazy. You ain't trading to make others salty now, are you? No, man. It's just personal pride and ego. You know what I mean? You get to a point, bro, where you just get bored, bro. Like you gotta understand. Again, I'm a very competitive person, so now it's like, now that I'm trading with a group and really like we're active, now it's like, all right, who's really trading? You know what I mean? So it is more of like friendly. It's more friendly competition than anything else. So now it's just fun. You know what I mean? You turning into one of them Insta traders? Nah, never. You'll never see me posting on Instagram like that. You still won't ever see me post like that. Now on YouTube and Discord, yeah, you'll see that side of me for sure. Especially when we're all active. Once we're all active, is that's the problem, right? The problem is people are active, but they're not active. Right? But once everybody gets on the same page and it's not just me and one other person, because that's the problem. Literally, it's just me and one other person right now. So it's like, the ones who are going profit for profits type of trades. Like who could get uh, the highest win rate at the end of the month type of shit. Like that's what I. That's my personality. Like I've always been a competitor. So if that's, you know what I mean. Like if I have somebody else who's like that, who I could trade with, that's always fun. Oh no, it's always with the group. It's never. That's what I was saying. It's always gonna just be YouTube and Discord, never Instagram or none of that shit. I don't really post. You know that. You follow me on Instagram. You never see me really post like that. Only time you see me post is when it's like one trade that I'm like, all right, let me like post this trade for the month, and then I'll post the group. I'm talking about literally us here in the YouTube and Discord. Like outside of YouTube, nobody's watching this. Right? Outside of literally just people from our group, like everybody who joins into the stream is everybody from our group. Nobody from the outside yet, so it's all good. Trust me, bro. Damn, for some reason I thought that shit spiked up. I saw that shit move like crazy. Especially coming in next week. I could get that 100K account before Monday. It's just gonna be fun trading, man. I've seen people flexing shots and the downfall. Everyone shitting on them. Yeah, trust, bro. I don't post anything on Instagram. All my posts are professional marketing posts. Literally, that's all my Instagram posts are. But no, Instagram, yeah. I mean, Instagram, YouTube. We'll really have some big thumbnails on YouTube. I'll tell you that much. We'll have all the thumbnails on YouTube. Downfall is part of life. It's gonna come one way, so I might enjoy it. Um, I don't think downfalls are part of life though. I mean, I think it would depend how, like, what do you classify as a downfall? Like, there's definitely gonna be a time in your life where you're not gonna be able to provide as much as you used to. Um, but I wouldn't call that a downfall. I would just call it a cycle, part of the life cycle. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna get older, you're gonna get a little bit slower. Um, yeah, ups and downs are always, yeah, ups and downs, you're always gonna have ups and downs. But as like the downfall, like the definition of downfall, like you fucked up and bad karma and you lost everything, like nah, that doesn't happen to everybody. That's you know, again, that's if you're a fucked up person, you know what I mean? Like, that's different. Like the MFF shit time, yeah, no, exactly. That's ups and downs that you just can't control in life. Yeah, that's different. Um, you know, you can't control that, but usually life doesn't. You know, I've always really I've seen this a lot in my life, especially especially in the last 4 years. Um, life isn't gonna throw something at you that you can't handle, right? Like, cause you gotta be honest, right? Think about it like this. Um, the shit with MFF is like a lot of people lost their account, cool, but out of the people that lost the account, right? Like, how many of them were really making money, right? Like, think about the human psychology, right? Like, these guys were super frustrated that they lost their account, but they weren't even profitable, right? Like, whether they had an account with them or not, it didn't matter because they weren't making an income, right? Plus, there's so many other platforms you could go to that are better, and I mean now they're cheaper. Now, all right, you had an account with them, right? And in other retrospect, right? Like, you had an account with them, but you still had backup, right? Like, you weren't 100% a full-time trader. You still had money backed up, everything like that, right? You're still good, right? Because if you're a profitable trader, all right, cool. Like, MFF shut down, go get another prop firm, go get a one step, right? Um, no, no, I understand that. I'm just saying. That's funny you would say that like that. Um, I understand what you're saying, but what I'm trying to get at is you still haven't gotten to a point where trading is your only source of income. You were getting there, right? You got there. It's not even that you were getting there. You were there already, right? To make that change, you could do it again, right? And again, it sucks, but again, the reality of it, the psychology behind it, is you haven't gotten to the point where trading is and was your only source of income. So really you should be like, damn, it's a good thing that this happened now and it didn't happen 2 months into it when you already have four um four withdrawals, and maybe you're like, all right, I'm done working, and you quit your job or whatever it was that you were making money in on the side. And then damn, right? Then is like, holy shit, I lost my account. I have no money left because my money was on the trading account, and I lost the job because I quit 4 months ago or 2 months ago. You know what I mean? So it's a little bit different, is what I'm trying to say. Like, that's what I mean. Like, it's the same situation with me. Like, yo, it sucks that I lost the account. It's a loss. It's a lot of money that I lost, a lot of capital. But losing that account, I, me myself in my life and my situation that I'm in, is like, all right, cool. It hurts. It sucks, but we could still recuperate. It wasn't something that literally, like, if I lost it, I lost the house. Like, it was never like that. But again, it should never be like that. You should never have all your eggs in one basket in whatever business you do. You know what I mean? So I don't have any other sort of income. I was 17. All right, so exactly. So whatever source of income you had to be able to buy the account is what I'm talking about, brother. You know what I mean? Like it still is. It's proving the point a little bit further, right? Like again, it sucks, but it wasn't something that was life changing yet. It wasn't like you lost the account and then you lost. No, you lost the account. You lost a little bit of time, which at the end of the day, ultimately, time is what is most valuable because you can never get that back. But um, nothing, bro. Like end of the day, like you have the skills to pass it again. Right? You know you have the skills for that. There's no doubt, right? You know exactly what you're supposed to look for, and I know you do because of everything that you've put in the chats, all the charts and shit that we've seen and that you've told me to look at together, all the examples and shit. Like you know what you're looking at, right? You know what you're supposed to look for. Now it's about just putting the pieces together, putting the pieces of the puzzle together. That's really all it takes. Once that unlocks for you, and that's the thing is for some it just takes a little bit of more time, right? Just more time on the chart, more chart vision. Um, whenever that clicks, whenever that clicks, that's when you'll really start seeing everything. You'll start seeing the full picture. You'll start seeing everything, and that's the only thing that's missing for some people. It's just time on the chart. So maybe don't look at this as a bad thing, right? Because just think about it. When after you lost the account, right, and you've looked at the charts, you've taken trades, have those trades or have those charts and shit that you've looked at, have they gone the way you've been thinking, or has it still been frustrating? Because that's another way to look at it, right? Because again, yeah, it's cool that you have the account. Like let's say you never lost the account, right? Where would you have been at right now on the live account? Would you still have it? Would you have failed it? um would you still have not taken a trade? You know what I mean? So there's a lot of ways to look at it, and especially in hindsight. And now that time has passed since that, how many trades have you taken on a new account or on a demo account or wherever you've been taking trades? You know what I mean? So that's just another way to look at it. But yeah, so everything is moving relatively well still. US 30 is still in the continuation. AU, EuroCAD, EU is still in the same spot. Still want to see AU push down a little bit further. Um, AU was really well, moved really really well. Bitcoin and gold still holding where they were at. So it's pretty much it for today, guys. I'm not really gonna hold you guys for much longer. I'm gonna finish my food. I'll probably play some games here on stream and vibe out. Appreciate y'all for tuning in.